Some of the most common mistakes I've seen from working in a commercial gym for 3 years, I see it now training clients, I see it in my friends, I see it in my family members, and I make these mistakes myself in the past. The first and most common mistake I see is focusing on the outcome, but not focusing on the process that leads to that outcome. So what I mean by that is, let's use the example if you want to go from 220 pounds to 180 pounds. You want to lose 40 pounds of weight. Now, if you're a 30-year-old and that's your goal, it took you 30 years, approximately, maybe you gained it quicker or less, to get to 220 pounds. Whether this happened during the lockdowns and it happened in 2 years, doesn't matter. It took a prolonged period of time to get to where you are right now. So I just want to establish that point. So when people start in the new year and they get, I see it all the time, they're motivated for the first week or two, maybe 3 weeks, maybe even they make the first month. But then February hits and guess what? You're not skinny yet, you don't notice a big change in your body yet, you're tired, you're sore, and maybe you don't like going to the gym. So for some people, they push through. Unfortunately, this is when a lot of people give up because it's hard, it's uncomfortable. If you're in Canada like I am, it's fucking dark and cold outside, and the gym sucks sometimes. It can smell bad and it's sweaty. So what you want to do instead is focus on the process. So instead of focusing, I'm going to lose 40 pounds, break that down. Okay, I need to sleep more. Okay, I'm going to try and sleep 6 hours a night to 8 hours a night, minimum. I need to drink more water, so I'll eat less calories, and water's good for my health. Okay, I'm going to drink 3 or 4 liters of water a day. And you just create a checklist, a daily checklist of things that you want to do. And if you do this for a prolonged period of time, you will hit your goal. So you have your water, you have your sleep, you have your food. So it's like, okay, I'm going to prepare my meals in advance or hire a meal prep service to deliver healthy meals to my house, let's say 6 days a week. Exercise, movement. Okay, I'm going to walk to work instead of taking my car. Or I'm going to take the stairs in my apartment building instead of taking the elevator. Or I'm going to go to the gym 3 days a week or 4 days a week and train. It doesn't matter if you go there and stay for 10 minutes and do barely anything and then go home. At least you're building that habit of going to the gym, getting your training in, eating healthy. So that's focusing on the process as opposed to the outcome. And what happens when you do that, you're going to blink one day, you're going to be 2 or 3 months in, and guess what? You're down 10 pounds, you're down 20 pounds because you focused on the steps required to get you there and you didn't measure your success off actually achieving the goal. Second point, you need to know what your goal is. When you're going to the gym, what you don't want to do is go without a plan. You don't want to just show up and say, I'll just figure it out when I get there. Because guess what? It's much easier to skip a workout that doesn't exist. I know that might not make sense, or maybe it does, but if you plan like, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to do squats, I'm going to do push-ups, I'm going to do the lat pull down machine, and then I'm going to do some lunges, and then I'm going to go home. Guess what? You know those 4 exercises you need to do, and then you go home. So you have that plan in place. And last, but definitely not least, is celebrate your wins, even the little ones. So for example, if you, in 2 weeks, you're down 1 pound. Don't say,
I'm just down 1 pound. My coworker Becky lost 10 pounds in 1 week on keto.
Focus on yourself. 1 pound is amazing. If you go to the gym and you could do 20 pounds on a chest press machine, and then in 2 weeks you're doing 30 pounds, that's a win. If you were eating fast food 3 meals a day, 7 days a week before you started, and now you only eat fast food 5 days a week, pat yourself on the back because you are making progress. And it's not about perfection, it's about progress.
One simple way you can think about this as well is if you had $1,000, picture it, you have $1,000 in your hand right now. If you had a 29% improvement on that $1,000 in 1 week, that means you're making $290 extra dollars. So it'd be $1,290 you would have after just 1 week.
So that's everything for this video. Bit ranty, I'll get better with this, but thank you.